country mile in my opinion. I'm gonna start getting demos and stuff loaded up. Music off. Okie dokie. Should we show my demos? Because I got a demo for both of them. Is this map 3? This is map 3, isn't it? I'll show you my CPM and I'll show you my VQ3, and then we'll start set off into VQ3. Oh, I've got I haven't changed like any settings at all. So I'm gonna keep on my Seagaz HUD for a moment. See, like I'm doing a very lazy run here. It's actually like a really garbage run. I know that I could have saved like at least half a second on this if I just manned up on certain areas. And this bit was quite difficult to do without losing speed. Meh. Where's VQ3? Lith is 25th, yeah, Christ. Dude, he was competing with the top now, and he's kind of ruined his DFWC. I'm slightly upset. I haven't watched any runs so far, Rob. I haven't watched a single thing. Oh, and actually, I'm gonna get shouted at if I don't post on Discord. So I'm gonna post on Discord straight after this. I wonder how popular a route this is in VQ3. We're gonna find out pretty soon. Again, like, if my run went properly there, I'm sub 55, I'm pretty certain. This was actually a really fun map on VQ3. I enjoyed it, like, a lot. If I didn't find CPM so fun, I definitely would have put more time into this. Right, hang on. I'm going to quickly spam my Discord. Okay, and I need to do a quick config fix. And then we're pretty much there. Ooh, where are we at? Alright, VQ3. We start from over here. I can't even tell whose name that is, but let's go. 49 seconds. We're going to be losing 3 seconds overall. It's an interesting like circle jump he did at the beginning. He doesn't really want to go full speed straight away, so he's really sorting out his spacing super early on. Alright, I figured that this would be a fun route for people. Ooh, he does chop it up kind of early. Wow, okay. I can see the switch quite enormously from mine. But yeah, he saved 3 seconds at that point. I wonder how much more he saves. Ooh. Oh, he butchered it. He butchers the run a little bit. He definitely loses time there. But holy crap, okay. I wasn't expecting a route like that already on 20th. Hey, it's your first time watching DeFRaG. What is VQ3 and CP? I mean, VQ3 is like vanilla Quake 3 movement. You'll find it on basic Quake 3 arena. There's really very little changed at all from it. It's also movement speed for many Quake champions like Visor, Ranger, so on and so forth. CPM is Challenge Pro mode. It's got air control. It's got a lot of little sort of tricks to it. It's faster because of the air control, but it's by no means harder at all. See, that's the kind of circle jump that I was doing. Like, this feels very similar to my starts. I really wish I could get rid of the plus and minus that I have. I don't know how to do that. I like that. That's actually fairly hard to do. So you got to get your strafe perfect. Okay. This isn't too dissimilar to the route that I was using. He also goes to a little shortcut there. So I was nervous to do that because it's really difficult to go upstairs without just running into something. But he just mans up, gets it over with. And he also goes for this. Okay. Damn, well, I missed a huge trick there. Nice little wall clip. Got a nice sub 50 time there from Kissel. I got Delta, who is a frame faster. I'll show you round 4 map after, because I've already played the round 4 map. Whoa. Start again. Start again. I wasn't paying attention, and I want to pay it because I was theory crafting over whether something like this would be possible, and I figured that it was too annoying to do. Wow, okay. Oh, that's really sick. Holy shit. That's such a sick start of a route. And he stops a little bit there because he's nervous that he's going to wall clip into the little hole. Otherwise, he would have carried on his speed, and he probably would have kind of like half a second faster, potentially. Maybe not, maybe like 3/10 or so. But it adds up a lot into like your follow-up strafe, so possibly more, in fact. He uses the same little wall that I do. VQ throwers have definitely figured out that that's a good route. I like that a lot from Delta. That's really nice. We got Damned Light, and that, yeah, just a frame faster than Kissel. Now we're a few more frames with Damned Light. So he really goes for spacing there. Again, his initial circle jump was only 470, which shows that he didn't really care about that. It was all about how he followed through into the following jump. 1100 UPS, moving into that hallway. What the hell have I just seen there? Dude, that's some wall clips and a half. I'm less bothered at the moment about the rest of his run, but those wall clips, holy crap. Oh, he has sent it, but the whiz run on this demo is unfortunately not amazing. I think I've got it. Yeah, I think I've got it. It's alright. It's not bad. It's whiz after all, right? How bad can you get? I want to watch that again, because that was actually crazy. Do I have my binds too? Oh, I do have my binds. So it's here, because he goes really, and I'm like, well, he's going pretty far to the right. His positioning must be pretty wrong, because he's going to hit this and he's going to hit the wall right after. That is a monster wall clip right there. That is, at that speed, I don't think I've ever seen wall clips like that. He does like a double wall clip here. A mini wall clip there. Dude, that's some insane wall clipping. That's really, really nuts. Very, very cool run from Damned Light. You did that box clip too, Django? Jesus, man. See, I was thinking, is it possible? And I was like, no, it's way too awkward to do. On the log, so I think that's the way that I was doing this part of the run. We haven't seen anyone go over the strafe pads yet. Okay. It looks like the clipping is not something that's going to be entirely uncommon. Damned Light shows us it, but we've got, what was it, Kissel, I think, on here. So I don't think we're going to get much difference here on this bit past the water. I think this is going to be very normal. It's over here. Will it go to the upper boxes or the lower area? Well, he does pause for a second to get his positioning right. When I say a second, I mean just an extra tenth or two more than is too comfortable. Sorry, that wasn't Kissel. That was Effect. It's late, guys. It's late and I'm tired. Morty, I got 70th in round 3 in CPM. I don't know how well I did in VQ3. My boy CMC, he's also logging it. okay. I'm getting used to that clip. Still, Damned Light had like that insane initial clip, which I just thought was bananas. No one else has been clipping quite as hard as him. That's like the type of clip that if I did it, I'd be like, holy shit, it actually worked. That's a pretty big clip. Very fast transition around that corner, in fact. That's very nice. It's a pretty tidy run from CMC. A pretty tidy run. And somehow we still lose 2 seconds. I don't know how we lose 2 seconds, but we do. We got Enter now. We got part of the Undead crew. Undead crew, usually they find like their thing and they'll share it between each other. We haven't seen anyone go to the slick. Oh, okay, so see, that's the route I'm using. I think that you carry so much speed going through there. If you can get a good circle jump. Wow, he doesn't actually get onto the log. I wonder if he meant to do that, in fact. It looked like he was trying to go as fast as he could. Oh, wow, he bounces really hard off the right wall. He also gets a nice transition. And his strafing's decent too. I don't know if that is scut. I think a little bit, but I wonder how much time he actually lost from doing that. So we've got root now. This must be in like 12th. What, 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. So he just goes for the full hardcore circle jump there. No special spacing jumps. Log jump. Doesn't get over 1100 in fact. No nutty clips. Very safe run it seems at the moment. It just seems like actually, like for this route, seems pretty well optimized at the moment, I'll be honest. Really trying to get as much air control as he can in VQ3 to get into a good position for those jumps. He is that is some really nice strafing actually across the small rooftops. So like nothing crazy about the run that we haven't seen, but just seems executed really, really well. We've got Ket now. Oh, is this Undead guy, isn't it? So I wonder if he's going to be similar to Enter. I think Enter did log, so I think I already know. Yeah, it seems different. It seems very different to Enter. Thought he was going through the window for a moment. Little slow on that transition, I dare say. I think he lost a small whack of time, but obviously strong run. Are we in top 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So Brigand is 11th, then we're getting into top 10. Again, a spacing run here. A lot of speed that he's carrying through, actually. And he wants clippage. That is nice. That is nice, to be fair. I didn't carry the most speed through it, but certainly not a bad effort. There's still some momentum that he managed to get. Look, we still got to lose a decent chunk of time, so I'm really wondering where these extra, like, tenths of a second are coming from. So now we're top 10, and we've still got 1.3 seconds to go. So we're getting into, like, fine details now. I dare say. And we saw that amazing work from Hades before on round 1. And it looks like maybe Dex has found something that he has, and it's just execution because they're 2 frames away from each other. But now with Romo in 10th. Excuse me, guys. Ooh, top 10 time. Wow, using a really different route. Big wall clip. Huge, huge wall clip. Wow, okay. I wasn't expecting... Given how many times we've seen that sort of run done. And he is going to use the slick. Wow. This is so wildly different to what I was expecting. Did not see that happening, actually. Did not see another route being opted for. I really thought that... I mean, I was convinced when I was playing that those routes were the fastest, so it's cool to see another. Haste is going to frame it. See, he did that route. I thought Brigand had a really, really nice run on the route that we just saw. But Roman, with just like less than 1/10 of a second, most of the map he played on was different. Okay, so it looks like getting into top 10 times are different routes. Is that what it's all about? Execution does seem a little harder on this side, but then, to be fair, there's been some crazy wall clipping that we've seen as well. Jumps off early on that slick in order to get that spacing right. I'm surprised actually how much speed is they're able to carry out through there. And they've got to strafe so hard to make it over that little ledge. And just the tiniest of adjustments so that in those turns they don't lose too much speed on the floor. Bye! Sorry, what's going to work? I'll turn off the pick map and stuff. Alright, we'll move on to Haste, who's just a frame faster than Roman. This is going to happen again. And nowhere to be seen, Lucky 2. Spacing jump? Is he going to get... Okay, so we're going back to Old Faithful here. Not through the mad clip. Okay, so this is a route that I'm super, super familiar with. And it is going to be a little bit more present. Okay. I guess he got a nice... Oh, he did get a nice bump up the stairs, actually. He's right back up to speed at super, super fast pace. Yes, you do, Crane. You absolutely do. You can donate at any point you want. I'm pretty sure until the last map is over, essentially. Really nice by Haste, actually. So, Stranger. This is Strangeland. This one is. Yeah, it is. Sorry, I'm stuck on Strange. It's Strangeland there. Yeah. All right, we are actually. That's a 10th faster. Strangeland's always, always, always interesting to see. His execution is, I'd say, on par. Oh wow. Okay. He's using the Roman kind of route. His execution has been on par with Dex's. I just don't think his route creation is as good as Dex's. And I only compare because of how close they were on the previous DeFRaG World Cup. Oh, he takes it all the way through. Okay, he actually carries a lot of speed on that slick. So you can see the execution is good from him. Like, he doesn't make mistakes at all. It's really all about, is he choosing the right route? Because if you find him a route, he'll do it better than pretty much anybody else. But it's about getting that right route. There's Strangeland in 9th, I think he is. Is that 9th or 8th? 8th. Well, now it's Jotun. Jotun who gets ditched by Lift this map, his teammate. Jotun is a godlike strafer. He's going to use that route as well. Okay. But I think it's cool that we're seeing that route. I like surprises, and we continue to get them. He does it just like Strangeland, actually. So similar. Like if you took the names away and put both those runs there, and said which one's Yotun and which one's Strangeland, it'd be very hard to differentiate. It feels like. But Jotun's another one of those strafe gods in VQ3. He gets almost a 10th faster than Strangeland. But top 6 now is Suburb. Yeah, it's crazy when you look at such a clean run from Strangeland and then Jotun is like, well, I'm going to do the same route and I'm going to do it better. Just shows you, like, even with that solid mouse control, you can always optimize better in DeFRaG. But Strangeland is like one of the smoothest in my opinion. Everything looks so deliberate. See, to me that doesn't look like the best like hit on the stairs, but he does again climb it really well. And Suburb, maybe someone we don't really talk about. I don't know anything about Suburb, but he's getting himself a top 6 on this run. Fairly difficult map, I'd say. It's a lengthy strafe map. And yeah, that's a brilliant time to have. Now we move into top 5. It's our boy Zas. Always cool. No matter whether it's weapons or strafe, always fun to see what he's up to. So it's like a little spacing jump at the beginning. No hard strafing until, well, this line. And he's on, well, the route that we've come to know and expect, I think, until we got into top 10. And he is going to wall clip. So we haven't seen this we haven't seen this since like top 16 or something. But that's a good hit. In my opinion, that's like a really quality hit on the stairs. He keeps a lot of speed and he gets a good angle to readjust. And he doesn't do the thing that Strangeland and Jotun, I think, were doing to hit the hard right. I think there were a couple of other players to hit the hard right wall before going down the big gap. For Zas, that's really solid run, actually. Very solid. Ivy X8 top 4. Again, another regular in this kind of part of the leaderboards. I'll be doing CPM after, guys. Don't you worry. We are all inclusive here in the household of twitch.tv/thisiszoot. That's a really weird pause there. Like he gets a good turn and he does it as quickly as possible, but he like readjusts so he strafes again to the right. I think that's really odd from IVX8. Because it just feels like he's losing half a second. And I'm curious, like, where could he be with another 3 to 5 tenths? It's very weird. Well, not like half a second. Probably like 3 tenths, I think. And 3 tenths puts him in Dex and Hades territory. Still a very good run from IVX8. Like, he was smooth with the adjustment. It just looked like there was a pause for a second, which is unusual to see. Nookie, though. What does he do? He does it's not torture maps. He does the Nookie does the insane VQ3 perfectionist runs. I can't remember the name of it. Someone will know in chat. Because I just can't think of anything. But it's good to see Nookie. No, it's not the torture. Hang time. Yes, Keldon said it. Hang time. I'm just sad not to see the strafe pads used in top 10. We're getting the fat clips. Just collect them, no time. That's a good hit. Oh, we got the window used. Love it. Absolutely love it. So happy Nuki's used the window, man. He's so happy. That's a really, really cool run. Are we getting more window usage here? Because we're at the two big boys up above. I think he did both hang times, Deep Six. I'm pretty sure he did both. Maybe I'm wrong. Hades, though, he's 2 frames behind our number 1. Let's chuck our man out. Again, a spacing jump. So this is like the most common start that we've been getting. Oh, that is a big... There's a big clip, actually. And he does that like Damned Light style. He does 2 big wall clips. But his start, Hades' start is actually pretty outrageous. And that is huge. He's just under 700 UPS as he gets the turn on the stairs. This is like that route sort of perfected to an anal extent, it feels like. Really, really, really nice. Alright, guys. Our man Dex, DeFRaG, World Cup 2019, round 3. Here's our top boy. You know him, you love him. Okay, so very weird little pre-jump. Again, for spacing generally. And he's going to use the same start as Hades. Can he... Oh, that's a big clip. Very, very similar start to Hades. And this it's all so similar, man. All of it's so similar. Him and Hades just... It's just now all about perfection in the strafe. I think Hades does a tiny bit better there than Dex. Just slightly. Oh, but Dex uses, that's weird. Like, he's on the floor, not strafing for some time there. And he's number 1. Like, but then again, like, with the route, and if he took it elsewhere, maybe he still saves, like, a jump anyway. Like, that's wild. That's totally wild. Dex is just better. Yeah, that's famous words. This here though, like I love that jump. That's a really, really hard jump from Dex and Hades. Like if I do when I do the replay on that in slow-mo, it's gonna be more or less the same. Just here, this is just so weird. He goes to here. Like, he's on the floor for as long as a full jump. And a full jump is generally about 0.45 of a second. Maybe like, up to half a second. That's still nuts. I want to slow down the jump that we get to here. Because this, like, what Hades and Dex does here with this wall clip, and you've got to go up, it's before you hit the apex of the jump, and not hitting this plank and managing to get down on the log with already hitting over 1050 UPS. And the fact that he's just under 1100, he doesn't even hit the log, he hits the bit before and managed to just climb on. A couple of people did manage to do that, but you do need ludicrous speed in order to achieve it. I know that we've seen this once already. We probably had 5 or 6 players who use this route. But the fatty clip is the what, dude? That's like half the box he just hits there. No, a jump is like for sure half a second qubit. Maybe it depends on some things, but 100% half a second is like a fairly reliable source. So, can we see how much time he actually spends on the ground? So it's going to land in a moment. That's 0.6 that he hits it. He spends over a second on the floor. He spends over a second not in the air at all. Like just under 1.1 seconds. You just walk it, buddy. It's actually nuts that he spends that long on the floor. That is absolutely insane. You know, there would be some very interesting analysis on these runs if you looked at how much time other people spent on the floor to do that little strafe around compared to how much time Dex did. But then look at the sort of build-up from Dex. That's really crazy, I think. I feel like there's got to be a more efficient way for Dex to do it, but I don't know, that's so odd. That's so odd to me. Let's go over to CPM. I haven't seen any CPM. We've got off Charkin in 20th. We've got a second and a half to kill from 20th to 1st. This is going to be fast, I'm guessing. This is the first time I've also seen these runs. Alright, and this is like I've been using. I'm not surprised to see this route being used straight away. I just get straight on, no double jump on the log. And because you've got different closed doors, you kind of have to change up your route. He goes lower. Space kind of forces him to do that. But he's got a lot of speed already. Alright, so to me this is like a route that I'd expect a lot. Let's see how it changes. We've got ZQN. Left or right at the beginning, that makes no difference. He's using exactly the same setup that we just saw from Off-Charkin. Off-Charkin I think we get the best from in weapon runs. Off-Charkin is like a bit of a god with weapon runs. Small wall clip. All really, really similar. This run and Off-Charkin's
balls out.
Couldn't be much more identical. Really, really similar. But yeah, still nice. Stoneman for the 14 months. Thank you very much, Stoneman. I hope you're well. I hope you're enjoying the show. Going to Damned Light, who we also saw around this space. Like, Damned Light is another player who does CPM and VQ3 and gets solid positionings from it. I'll call him like a mini's ass. He's a mini's ass. Again, this run is fairly similar. Is it going to be down to perfecting this run? Ooh, I like it. Oh, okay. Alright, we are actually getting the jumps over. Holy shit. Okay, that's very, very different. And not easy to do. But see how wildly different that run is, but it's only a small... It's a frame faster. It's just a frame faster. Did Strangeland really put in this run? I think we got Strangeland up here. It looks like Strangeland gave us one for the road. Should have been focusing on VQ3, mate. Gotta take down that Dex guy. It feels like we're gonna get a lot more of those runs, though, guys. Close to 1700 UPS. Oh, he's gonna hit the number. I like how he uses the wall to just slow him down enough to get around that corner smoothly. I think that's pretty cool. Is that really from Strangeland? Or from a guy called A? Oh, that's... of course it's Ender. Yeah, it is. So he's on the team with Strangeland, but he's got his like AJAAAA or something like that. Some weird name. So, very cool. That's not the first time that we've seen an Ender run this entire DeFRaG World Cup, and we're close to halfway through it. In fact, at time of recording this, we are halfway through the DeFRaG World Cup. I'm just expecting something crazy again at some point, like we've already seen. This is the setup for the... that was used before for the roof route. It's so difficult to kind of navigate your way through there without losing too much speed. And to try and accelerate, it's difficult. Nice run though, Storm. Very nice, very solid. 32.7 from him. Dongfish. Say it loud 3 times in the mirror. You look like a fool. Come on, Dongfish. That's super similar to the route that I use, actually. Nice change of sound effects. Oh, hey. Oh, that's pretty smooth. Oh, did you like jump over 2 roofs there? That was quite crazy. That's fun. That's a fun route, man. That's fun. Oh, I wish I could. I want to kind of play this map again and do that route myself. Nightmare. Waz's teammate. Bit of a strafe legend himself, actually. Mini wall clip. Nightmare's not going to go for the roof. He sacrificed quite a lot of speed going to the roof, though, in fairness. He saves an entire jump right there. Even though he loses out on more speed than others, he saves a whole jump and only loses like 100 DPS compared to the others. So that's pretty cool. Cool work from Knight. You're gonna see who's top in a moment. Will Lundy. Screw map for want to play this for another week. This is Hades. Hades has submitted his CPM time. That's L speed right there. Whoa. That little cut is crazy. What the hell is this route, dude? What's Hades doing? This is so strange. That's so odd, man. That's so odd. Nice run, Hades. We're on to boss now. I think the next map is Woody's map, dude. I think it's a very good map for Ovcharkin, personally. I think it's a good map for Baz. I think it's a good map for Woody. Just on CPM, at least. I still think it's a good map for Dex, too, because there's lots of plasma work, and he's really good with plasma. Is it going to hit the 1700 mark? Not quite. Oh, he does kind of save like a jumpish, a bit like Knight, but he's holding a bit more speed. Interesting. So what kind of gaps are we? We're getting like tenths off, a little bit less each time. We're rarely getting more than 10th. When we get this jump here between Zas and Temphex, that's when we get slightly steeper, and it gets really steep up here, actually. Cab Corp finds himself 11th. I didn't forget the night demo. I watched the night demo. 100%. There's no way I'd ever miss a night demo. I'm not too tired to forget that. Oh, Capcorp not going to get himself in a movie by going up and over. No extra strafe there. He's economizing a lot. He was still carrying good speed as it was. That's a nice little clip he gets himself up. Capcorp was the one and only. Now, the one and only Zas. On the 0.3. He's testing my tiredness. Worth testing, actually. What have you got for us, Zas? You're in top 10 for both VQ3 and CPM. You're pretty insane. Wow, he actually maintains all his speed there. That's slightly unusual route compared to what we've been getting. That's a big clip, actually. He holds over 1500 UPS getting through that doorway. That's really, 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 really difficult to do. Great stuff by Zas. Temphex, our Chilean plasma ground booster. Not the route that I was seeing earlier. Well, it's still overall, like, there's not much difference in the starts that we're getting. Not much difference at all. And like Zaz, he manages to hold a lot of speed going through there. So you can see now that we're getting to the top 10s that we're getting those extra like technical refinements where people are holding those extra UPS. Into Hox now, who is just a 10th away from Quasar. This is like the top 10 perfections. Over 1500 in this area, that's pretty nippy, to be honest. 1600 plus now. Is he going to get one of the earliest 1700s? I think so. I think that's the earliest 1700 we've had so far, and he manages to keep over 1500 through there. That's like a big point. Almost 1700 finishing, in fact. That's a very, very nice run from Hox. Now getting framed by Quasar. These guys have something else. See, not quite as fast as Quasar, as Hox through there, it feels like. But he's picking up a lot. Now he's the fastest to 1700, I think. He also keeps it over 1500. It's very, very subtle differences we're getting on CPM, actually. Very subtle differences. Just tiny, tiny, tiny efficiencies. Icarus up next. Just little bends, trying to get that extra little bunny hop acceleration. A little slower to 1700. But he's also keeping the 1500. I think that he kept quite a lot going around through the other corners. It's such subtle details. It's 2/10 off Quasar. And then 3/10 we go BB. I don't know if BB... Is this guy actually called BB? Otherwise I don't know who it is. Again, some players we really need to know a bit more if it's the case. Sometimes people name themselves something else on the boards and I just have no idea who it is. Or on their demos even. Yeah, holding 1520, 1530, getting through the gap. I think we're getting to top 4 now. This is Woody. Suddenly we lose like 2/10. These guys here are all like a 10th apart, basically. And now we lose like best part 2/10. So that's a fair whack of speed that we've just gained. I might be saying the wrong words. I am exhausted, so... We haven't seen the roof strat in a while, actually. Is that dead strat? 1700 he's holding for 8. Oh, he managed to hold 1600? What? Okay, again, like, what are we? Is this like the top 4 magic that we have? Haste now. I would assume this is going to be a similar story. 1600 plus around that corner? That's got to be, right? Very, very early on to 1500, actually. Really, really early. I think this is the earliest now onto 1700. Whoa, okay. I'm so glad that we've seen this, actually. Oh, that's beautiful. I always thought there was something in that route. I just couldn't see how to actually make it a reality. But Haste gets it in the top 3. That's gorgeous. 0.3 of a second off, though. We move on to Baz, who still hasn't found himself a first place. But it is Baz after all, so it's absolutely quality. How has he found 0.3 though, is what I don't understand. Alright, this is normal. 1500 really early on, man. He's so efficient with his strafe. It looks so easy for him. I think he's going to get 17... Yeah, he's miles away from getting a 1700. But he keeps 1560. Like, I don't know, his average speed is pretty tight. I think the strafe leading into the library is actually what got him that extra time there, because it seems like a very clean run. I don't think the ending is as good as maybe Woody's, for instance, but I think his early strafe, he was just like hitting mad speed. Really, really mad speed. So we've got Anne, who got first place on CPM in the first round. It's now round 3, he's got first place. This guy usually does really, really, really well when Slick is involved. There is Slick in this map, but it's such a far sight off what anything that we're expecting. Like, how the hell does Anne do it? What is he going to do for us? So he's not going to go for Slick, because I think that would be totally mental. So Anne doing it without Slick, then I like that. That's a big dick play if I've ever seen one. 1500 fairly fast. I feel like a lot of it's in the end though. Ooh, okay, there's an interesting cut that he uses there. It's definitely like wildly different to what we were having before. He managed to hold just around 1600. It was just below. Okay, there are some fine differences there in what's going on. That's really nice from Anne. I'm really pleased for Anne. He kind of like moves away from the memes of him just being a Slick god and actually gets a really sick #1 time, 0.3 off Baz, or 0.2, I can't remember now. But it's the way that he takes the outside lines sometimes, like here. He goes in for a slight cut, but then moves hard on the outside on 2 of these lines, but keeps over 1700 for a while, and then gets 1600. Who was it that we saw this doing? Was it Hawks? I think it might have been Hawks that did this. No, it was Woody. It was Woody. Hawks was earlier. He was one of the... Him, Temfex, Zas were quite early, getting 1500 plus. Woody to 1600. But Anne was just, yeah. Yeah, it did feel like he was on 1700 for a decent amount of time. But yeah, DeFRaG World Cup 2019. Round 3. CPM #1 is Anne. So, as here, like this feels like it's slightly different. We saw some people leading towards the rooftops. But he didn't want to hit, obviously, the ramp because he would lose a ton of speed there. And instead he manages to keep that and still get himself on like a good path around the next corner. And it's that nudge there, that nudge where you only lose, but like that's really hard to do. Like, if you timescale yourself slowly, it feels like, okay, this is doable. But at that speed, it's like you're trying to force out an error. It's like what would be a traditional error? I'm losing speed. This is a mistake. But you're trying to force it like such a slight amount that you only lose 100 UPS while turning corner. That's really challenging. Do you want to run the second time again, just to see difference? He used the double jump. Oh, was it the double jump that he used? Was it near the log? Or was it there that we just passed? So it feels like Baz is so early to here, but He goes lower route and onto the stairs. He's got less speed up. He's got 50 less UPS, I think, than Anne. And he's carrying less speed through here also. Like Baz, I don't think really peaks on speed at any time, at any point compared to others, but he's holding his average up really, really, really high. Guys, I'm gonna go over to round 4 now. I'm gonna show people that haven't seen it already, and I'm going to then showcase my demos because I've made a demo. So you're trying to get up there, right? All of this to deal with. One of the first things you're going to try, right, is go up here. Why can't I do it? I can't do it, I'm so bad. How am I not doing it? I want the bloody memes. There we go. We did it. Did I have special? Oh, maybe I did. Maybe I did. Ah! I got the whiz tower. I forgot about that. There you go. If you just want to jar your vision a bit. I do love the sideways strafes. The thing is, players are using largely the same routes. The thing is, he's gone close to 1800 through the library. Maybe that's what Anne should have done. Or Baz to beat Anne. Get through the upper area. It's not too shabby. Alright. I haven't really understood how this bit works with VQ3, if I'm honest. I have a VQ3 time, but I don't really understand like a good way to do it. So let's go over there to begin with. Shit. I ended too early. You get a haste here, I think. Yeah, so here's haste. You can also land there. Land here. You've got a little bit of extra armor and health. You get to the top, so you started down there. Around and to here. As far as I can tell, this is actually the only way up, unless there's some really creative, like, plasma jumps up here, or I don't think you can double jump that. And you can't get through, like, that bit, or anything like that. So as far as I know, this is going to be, like, the main bit used, unless we see some really insane tricks. Nothing special there, a bit of a pit to destroy some good starts to your run. We've got no weapons anymore, so you can't do anything. But as soon as you jump down here, you get a rocket. You got 100 shots with it. Nice little bit of art. Little double jump platform. Okay, but go through this way. Another complex room. This is going to be a really interesting room in VQ3. It's going to be just raw speed in CPM. It's going to be like just bullying your way across as much as possible. Get up here. Have I found all the secrets? Probably not, if I'm honest. I'm expecting there'll be a few. Was there one that I'm thinking about already? No, I'm kind of lost. But you drop down here. Like, there's stuff in there, I'm pretty sure. I can't tell what's there. There's like a car for some reason. What the hell is ELB, though? What is ELB? Oh, it's a DeLorean. Lol. Oh, can you go there? That's hilarious. Shit, I'm stuck. Oh, we got out. But now I don't know if I can do the end anymore. Do I get more stack? Please give me more stack. Oh, thank God, if we get more stack. And we've got a long passageway through here. Actually, wait, I wanted to see what... I don't know if you get it up there, but that's the run. You can't stand on that. I'll show you my run then. It is a very technical run, to be fair. It's hard work, and I'm not using plasma ground boost because I'm a wimp. And I have had like up to like 0.5 of a second at least in potential improvements. Oh, I did do a VQ3 time, but I think I've only made a couple of efforts. I wasn't really sure what to do, so this is like how I start VQ3. I genuinely don't know how I meant to do it because the walls are so weird in VQ3. It feels like some of the plasma walls don't work at all. And I've not spent much time like figuring out what's the best way to do this. I kind of just bounce my way around and hope for the best. Seven health left, no problem. And I know that there's a much faster way to get up here, but again, second completed run. Possibly strongest. If you send it fairly fast to me, I can maybe take a look. Yeah, Gecko, I think there's plenty. There we go. Cheese has highlighted the command. Lith, why didn't you put a time in for round 3? Balls. Check Discord. Alright, I'll check. I'll check Discord now. Alright, have I got it? Yeah, I got it. Okay. Oh, dude, it's a nice looking run, man. This is the strongest run. Like you guys recognize him from Quake Champions, of course. Oh, okay, so that does work in VQ3. And you're just going straight around. I like that. See, I want to do that in CPM, but I'm just so inconsistent at it. That's nice. That's a nice way to do it. Have you been streaming this, Strongest? Oh, I like that you're using the wall to bounce off of that. Yeah, so I was expecting that to be used a bit more. I think if I put any more time in VQ3, I would have done this. Nice stuff, Strongest. Nice stuff. I'm going to do I'm going to do like 10 minutes of grinding. But then I might not even do that. I'm honestly going to do like 1 or 2 runs and then I'm up at like 6 o'clock tomorrow, so. That was awful. Oh, butchered it. Spacing. Vertical. No, Ghost. Oh, you streamed DeFRaG from time to time? Oh, that's sweet, man. I always miss you when you are, though. God damn it. Alright, one more. And hopefully a run where we get past that annoying bit. Alright, one more till we get to the end of the plasma here in the first room. Oh, I don't know what I was doing with my fingers there. I'm ending the plasma a little too early. Maybe I should just continue my plasma totally. It'll probably be faster. Like there, I reckon I could have recovered it. Yeah, this is really slow, but... Oh, maybe I won't even get a chance to even get to the top if I can't deliver it again. I can't even get there. I can't even get to the top properly. Ah. Double jumping. I just can't do it right now. It's too late. It's too late for me, guys. It's too late. Okay, guys. I don't know when I'm next streaming. I can't do round 4 live end, but I will do another stream like this, of course. But otherwise, yeah, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. I need to sleep urgently. I wish you guys a fantastic evening. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye.